Hi there. So I'm Lori at Positive Thanks Living, and last video I made these circles that are laminated with some words, and they're double-sided, and also these very pretty bookmarks, if I say so myself. But I am working toward gathering things for Junk Journal July UK. These are the prompts, and it's hosted by Be Happy Stationery and the Vintage Button. And you can download, I'll put the links below in the description. And today I'm going to show you how I'm going to use these charms, these laminated charms. I'll show you what I've done so far. And so I have this book cover, and I have a backing cover, and the spine still needs to be made, but these are going to become, so this is going to become a book cover with the spine, and there's 2 accordions, and I've just, hang on, this is the direction they go in. So as you can see, these are little apertures, and what started this rabbit hole was the idea that I had a friend in the Sugar Pepper Press, that was doing a Bible layout with verses, and she wanted to wanted people to really notice certain Bible verses, but she didn't want to use just a regular highlighter. So I suggested a frame, and I thought, okay, but how would the frame work? So I thought a frame with some words like notice this, or pause and see, might be something interesting. So imagine, I have nothing close by with words on. Should have thought of that before. Imagine this is on the page, and I think I'm going to put a Bible page there. And if this is just washi taped down, I do have washi tape close by, like this, then the washi tape can be removed. It's like an aperture that has us pay attention. Anyhow, that's where the idea of these 3 things came from. And the Junk Journal July UK, there's a lot of focus on relaxation, on taking care of yourself, on being kind to yourself. The prompts, they lend themselves to that. I'm going to be doing specific videos for the prompts, and I'll do as many as I can. Probably not 31, but yeah, more. So here is a little circle piece. So there are 2 pieces of paper. I made this in the last video, and then laminated them and cut them out in a circle. I tried a punch, but the punch kind of didn't work so well. So by hand, everything was cut out. So these here are tea bags that my husband, he uses the British blend, the American British blend called Tetley tea, and their tea bags are round. So I have him saving his old tea bags, and I'm dumping it out and letting it dry. So you're going to see a lot of those in Junk Journal July UK, and you're going to see dangly things, and you're going to see lots of pockets. I made 30 pockets, 31, can't remember. In one of the videos you can see, and I used the magic number 5. But so here's some of the ways that I'm using these to decorate, and I'm going to show you a few more, and eventually they're going to show up here in this book as soon as I make the spine. Okay. A friend in our in-person crafting group brought some beautiful antique wallpaper along. And so I'm using that. See, I've just cut out the edges. And I thought this would be fun on a page. And I'm going to use this ribbon behind it. So a little bit cut off here. Such a pretty ribbon, huh? Oh, the wallpaper is lovely. I don't know the era of the wallpaper, but whatever it is lovely. Now, I thought I put one of these Hope or Mercy. Which do you think would be better? Hope, I think. I like that. And I have this kind of punch. It's got a wide punch. So what I'm going to try and do is just punch a hole in here. And I don't know if I'm going to have to punch two. I'm going to start with one at the front, at the top, and at the bottom. And hopefully, I'll be able to just thread this through and it'll hang there. And because this is a double-sided circle, we want to be able to see both sides. I mean, they're the same in this particular case, but still, the option is there. So that is one way to attach one of these circles. What do you think? And this will go on the page. You're going to see this on Junk Journal July, one of the days. I don't know which day. If I look at all the options, blue sky maybe. Simple circle, deep breaths. That's the one. It's going to be on that one. Hope. Simple circle and a deep breath for some hope. I like that with the antique wallpaper. So pretty. Okay, so there's one that is decorated and you're going to see that on 25, day 25. The next one that I have, this is another vintage wallpaper that Cindy Lou brought along. And I die cut from half of it a tag, as you can see. Oops, see? Tag. And the florals and teacups are going to be my focus. I'm going to glue this down to the page. I've taken a course on making stickers. So this I made with my die cut machine, the Cricut, and some images, I think from either Canva or Cricut. And here is a cake. Now, isn't that cute? I think that's sweet. Oh, is it crooked? Hopefully this is going to be positional. Putting things on straight is not what I'm particularly skilled at. Please don't let it rip. Please don't let it rip. There we go. All right, let's try again. How do you make things straight? If I got a ruler out, that might be better. But we're winging it. Okay, and the little circle that I'm going to put on here is joy. Joy. Because, hey, can't have cake without a lot of joy. I think I'm going to hang it from here. So we're going to need a little bit of, well, no, I have these bulb pins. Maybe it's just a bulb pin. What do you think? A bulb pin? And I need to do a punch. I have this punch that is very slim. Let's do it at the top. So the options of these laminated things, they're very versatile and perhaps not as traditionally vintage, a junk journal concept, but thoroughly, you can position it as something that is vintage. And it doesn't have to be complicated. See, there. We have a little circle with some dried flowers in it. It says joy. And I think I'd like to put a bead on there. Let's put a bead on it. I have this tray. And you know, one of my nightmares is that these beads are going to spill. Do you ever worry about that sort of thing? What color? Got a lot of purple in here. Maybe a pink. That pink, maybe? It's kind of a pinky purple. Purpley pink. Okay. Let's put a bead on. Let's not spill the rest of the beads. Oh, this is going to be tricky. You know why? Because I put it on the wrong way. I have to put it on backward. So first through the hole in the tag, the wallpaper tag, then through the circle that was laminated. I'm calling it a coin because that's what it looks like to me. And then the bead. Oh, here, up here. No. Yep, it's okay. Got it. And it's through. Ta-da! Very carefully closing all the beads up and putting this away carefully. Now you're going to see these teacups all through Junk Journal July. My other thing I'm going to do, and this is first time I'm talking about it, I'm going to learn to do watercolor in July, or at least I'm going to begin to learn to do watercolor. I'm going to, I got this set as a recommendation from Emma Lefebvre, and she is going to do 30 days of watercolor. So you're going to see me watercoloring mugs, I hope. You're going to see me putting together these different prompts, focusing on self-care, if that is a thing. I don't know. Crafting is a beautiful way of taking care of ourselves, in my opinion. And making use of what's in my craft room, including doing some watercoloring. So there's some ideas. I have more of these laminated items to do. Find a place for this bookmark. I think I might make it a belly band. And we'll see you then next time. Happy crafting, and I look forward to spending time with you again. Bye for now.